Jake Paul versus Woodley. Anything change? What's your take on that? Because GSP just came out and said that Jake Paul can beat Woodley. That was interesting. He's one of your GOATs or whatever. What do you think has changed with how things have happened since then? Do you think it's the same? What your prediction was before? Predict that for me and break it down.
It's the same. It's the same. To me, it's like Woodley is having to play catch up, and Jake's ahead of him. And as great an athlete as Woodley is, as great a fighter as the legend that he is, he's coming into it's a boxing sport. They're really different, man. They're not the same. I don't care what you say. I don't care what he says. Unless you've been in that arena and you've done it like Jake Paul's been doing it, which Woodley hasn't. He's been fighting MMA. So him to come over, he's behind the 8 ball. Jake Paul's ahead of him. And that's one of the big major reasons why I'm taking Jake Paul, because he's way ahead. Smart, strategic picking of who to fight. Perfect fight is Woodley, because nobody is going to look at Woodley and think, oh, it's another Askren scenario. Everybody's going to go, now you're really fighting a real fighter. Jake, you're getting your ass kicked. And guess what? If he does get his ass kicked, great. He's got a rematch clause. He can go at it again. But I think he's going to pull it off. And it's only because, number one, Woodley needs to catch up. It's not the same. It's not MMA. It's just like what would happen in an MMA match? You already know what's going to happen. You already know. I don't even need to say who's going to win that one. You think I'm going to give Jake Paul a chance against Woodley in MMA? It's a joke. Ain't going to happen. But don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Woodley fighting Jake Paul in a boxing match is a joke. No. It's a legit fight. Woodley's a talented guy and he can punch. He's got good speed. I'm just saying, to learning the art of boxing, the sweet science, that Woodley's behind. He's behind, and he's not the favorite. He's not.
No, he's not on the book.
That's the way I see it.
But the thing is crazy to me, because I'm obviously going for Woodley, and I think he's going to be able to win and everything. But it's crazy to me that so many people, you have inside information, so you know a lot more than what most people know. But just the general fans don't know really how Jake Paul's training. They don't really see him in the gym. They don't really know what he can do in boxing, because what you see when he fights is just he knocks out people who don't know boxing. You can't judge it by that, but he's so good at promoting. He's taken people who hasn't seen him actually be a good boxer, whatever he is in the gym, and they're still picking him over Tyron Woodley, a 5-time UFC champion, just because of how he talks and acts, and because he knocked out some guys that had no business being in there for the striking realm. That's crazy to me that he can do that he can get so many people behind him who hasn't seen him, what you've seen and heard about with this boxing training and this and that and the other, and that he is actually higher level than what people would expect. He's convinced everyone he's going to beat Tyron Woodley and came out as the favorite on all the betting sites. Crazy to me.